Welcome back, everybody. This is episode 31 of the series. Last episode, we came in and built this beautiful structure over here, and I absolutely love it. I think it turned out great. We also built this structure over here, which was the bakery, which we didn't really build on camera, but we briefly looked at it, so it counts as last episode. We also came in and built these market stalls and this beautiful tree, which was super fun to do, and I love how things are starting to look with all this amazing stuff in place. And hold up, what you doing here? There you go. Meanwhile, in between episodes, I also came up with a banner design for a random. That's right, that's what the city's gonna be called. Or random. I don't know, I just woke up one day and I was like, or random, that's what I'm gonna call my city. I did check to make sure that it was not a slur or anything offensive in a foreign language, and thankfully it's not, so or random is the official name for our city here. Now, a flag here isn't just some random colors and lines just slapped onto a piece of cloth. No, it has meaning. So the cyan in the background, it stands for the Orandian waters and the rich amount of trades carried out through them. Right, the yellow crest, it stands for unity, power, and brotherhood across the land. And then the white stripes in the middle, they stand for peace and all that good stuff. I think that's a good amount of explanation for the flag over here. And yeah, I'm glad that I was able to come up with some meaningful design that at least fits the criteria of the kind of kingdom that of the kind of like city that we are trying to create here. By the way, for some reason, my villagers have been acting really strange recently, and they're like, hold up. Hello there? What are you doing here? Wait, where'd he go? Wait a second. He just disappeared, dude. Oh, shit. Right, he didn't disappear. Okay. So, yeah, this is one of the new ones. So, this is like the post 1.17 villager. Come here, bro. Let's go. Let's get you back inside. Right. Sorry for the interruption. So, I was saying my villagers have been acting really strange recently. For some reason, they're not getting connected to their workstations. And when they do get connected, they're not showing those green particles for some reason. But I can see them working, right? And sometimes you can't even see them working. So they are refreshing their trades, but they're not physically working. So at first I thought this was something with my texture pack, but then I also removed my texture pack and I tried checking them out that way, but still they're not showing the green particles. They are showing those heartbreaking cloud particles when you break their workstations, but when they get connected to them, they're not showing the green ones. So I don't know what's up with that. I mean, it's obviously a bug, but this just recently started happening and I'm still in the same update, and I mean, the version of the game hasn't changed. So I don't know what the deal with that is. I'm in the 1.17.10 version of the game if you're curious. Anyway, moving on. Anyway, so what I want to do today is start working on the docks that we had spoke about last episode, which, if I can flap to show you, are gonna span along this shore right here. But for that to happen, we need to do some serious amount of terraforming around this place, starting off with removing these two ugly ass islands over here. And actually I started doing some of it, but then I came to a horrible realization, which was to do this, I'm gonna require a beacon. Now, if you're not new to this game, you might know that to acquire a beacon, one needs to kill the Wither. And looking at myself, I am in no shape or form to take on the behemoth task of killing the Wither. And so, I made this. This is a wither killing chamber. It's a design by JC Plays on YouTube. Oh shit, my bad. Sorry for that. And to build it, you need to make use of a bedrock breaking exploit. Let me show you how it works. So, this one is pretty straightforward. You just need some buckets of powdered snow and a cauldron. And what you do is you move to your desired block of bedrock, which you want, one that you want to break, and then you place 2 buckets of powdered snow in it. 1, 2, and boom, the bedrock just disappears. Unfortunately though, this only works on some versions of 1.17. I guess till 1.17.20 or 1.17.10. So I just happen to be in the right version, so I decided to build it. Anyway, let's do what we actually came here for. Alright, here we go. This is the real deal. Now, I'm gonna tell this Vance that if he escapes, I'm gonna go and switch to peaceful mode and make him disappear, because I just can't, bro. I can't. Okay, here goes nothing. 1, 2, and 3. Now, I think it's pretty obvious, but the reason I'm so scared of the Wither is because you should be. Anyone in their right mind would not take the Bedrock Edition Wither leniently. Alright, I think it's working here now. I've tested the design many a times in the creative test world. And even though it's worked every single time, my anxiety right now, it's still through the roof. And that's because I fought this guy head on before, and that didn't go well. In fact, it went pathetically. I lost all my stuff and half of my world was destroyed. And thankfully it was not like in a main area of the world, but a lot of the terrain, natural terrain, was destroyed, and it was not fun at all. Okay, we're at the half health mark now. He spawned with the skeletons, and those suffocated to death too. Fortunately, there are no casualties just yet. This is it, we did it. The Wither is done for. Oh, yes. Our first ever Wither killed in this world, guys. Let's go. Alright guys, back we are to the world, and let's craft up our beacon, shall we? Let's see if I can remember this right. So, I guess it was 3 obsidian at the bottom, so 1, 2, 3, and then 5 glass around it. And then finally, the nether star in the middle. Oh yes, I was correct with my recipe right there. You know, it's truly painstaking to manually craft things on a touchscreen display in Pocket Edition, right? Because you can't do those fancy mouse things where you slide things into the recipe, into the crafting table user interface, and you have to do a lot of finger movements, and it's not very fun. Anyway, let's set up our beacon now. Now I think you need a little more than 2 stacks of blocks, and I don't really have that many emeralds, so we're gonna mix in some iron in there. Now all I remember about beacon building is that you start off with a 9x9 base, so let's do that first in emeralds. Wait, hold up. Am I doing this wrong? Cause I'm already out of emerald blocks. What? Alright, math, bad, pathetic even. But I do have some more raw iron blocks in store, so let's go and grab them real quick. Alright, here it is. And this is all thanks to the fact that Fortune 3 now works on iron ore. And I'm so glad that it does. Okay, our beacon is set up. And let me tell you what, I'll go ahead and get rid of these irons real quick, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Welcome back everybody. The islands are gonzo. Look at how good this place looks right now. Wow. We basically have ourselves a blank canvas right here. I'm so flippin' excited about it. I also put in the extra effort to dig these underwater, so they're not actually visible from above, except for when you have night vision, but you don't always have night vision, right? Eventually what I'll do is I'll make it all nice and pretty, so it has like gradual transition into the ocean bed. Alright, now about the docks. So what my initial plan was that right after this blacksmith building, I was thinking the docks are going to be here, right? So my initial plan was to have a sort of a diagonal staircase leading down from right over here. And then the floor of the docks can be probably like at this level, so we'll have 2 or 3 steps at most, or probably 4 if we're going overboard with it, and then we'll have another staircase over here leading into the part where the warehouses, and then the rest of the city is going to continue, because there's going to be a lower part of the docks, and then there's going to be a higher part of the docks. So the lower part is where the goods are going to unload, and then the goods are going to, like, carts are going to move around, and cargo is going to move around. That's the lower part of the dock, and then the above part is where the buildings and warehouses and stuff is going to be. I also want these stairs to be at a slight angle, so like let's do another one over here. So like when you're walking down here, you kind of have to go right diagonally. I think that adds to the immersion of it. It kind of makes it look like it's in the flow, right? It's more flowy and has a lot more character to it, and I like that. And check it out. I think I like it. It's not too bad. And you know what? I should probably remove this one so it's like at a proper angle. Yeah, that's more like it. Anyway, so let me go and figure out how I want the rest of the docks to be shaped like, and I'll see you guys once I'm done. Alright, welcome back everybody. We now have the basic shape in place, and this was actually annoyingly difficult to do. There was a lot of trial and error involved trying to get the exact shape that I desired, but I'm really happy with how it turned out to be. Something I did that really helped me with this is that I took a screenshot of this very map, and I cropped it edge to edge, and then I depixelated it, resized the pixels to a 128 by 128, and then I put it in my texture pack editing software. Alright, it's called iOS Pix, which then basically allowed me to make a pixel by pixel reference image, which I then retraced into Minecraft, and voila, I had my docks ready. Also, this part that you see over here, this is intentionally long because this is where I figured the big ships will come and anchor, because some ships can be huge, right? Imagine 60, 70 blocks long. And I want my docks to be able to accommodate ships that big. So this is intentionally this size, and if it's a big ship, there's probably going to be massive cargo on it too. And I want the cargo to be easily able to unload. I want plenty of space to be there for that massive cargo to unload. Without any hindrance or problems. So that's why that's so big. And then this is where the lighthouse is going to be, because having a lighthouse is kind of crucial. How else are you going to signal the ships otherwise? So we'll have like a nice and tall lighthouse over here, which you'll be able to see from miles and miles away and tell where the Orandan port is. But anyway guys, let me get some progress done on this, and I'll see y'all in a while. Okay, so I was just filling this in, and it occurred to me that bigger ships are gonna have taller decks, like higher decks. So I thought, why not? Hear me out, okay? Hear me out. Why not? We have just this big part of the dock be of higher elevation, and then have it slope down from here until it's flat, and then have it be flat all the way to the lighthouse. Not only will that look nice, but it will also make sense. So let me get this bad boy built up, and I'll see you guys once it's done. Welcome back everybody, and check this out. Wow. It turned out even better than I'd imagined it to be, and it makes me so happy right now to look at it like this. Even though it's not at all complete yet, it still looks very nice, and it is going in the direction I wanted to go in, and that makes me so happy right now. Also, did you notice the texturing on this? The texturing on this, it's heat, it's amazing. What are those? It's bussin'. That's what it is. So we have like mossy cobblestone and patches, and then we have randomized andesite and gravel mixed in, and some stone bricks sprinkled in there, and looks great. And check this out, this is the slope that I was talking about. So it gradually goes down until it's the level that I want it to be, and then it's flat and it looks great. It also gives like a very interesting look as you are walking this way. Yeah, look at that. It gives a very nice interesting look. Just check that out. Right, it looks very nice. Wait, hold up. Are you seeing what I'm seeing right now? Yo, what's up with the llama, bro? Also, the slip of slabs that you see here, it's not going to be fully closed like this. There's going to be openings wherever there is this thing that stretches across the water. It's made out of wood. I don't know what this is called. I guess a platoon? I don't know. But you get the point, right? It's this wooden plank thing that floats on top of water. You must have seen them elsewhere too. The next thing that I'd like to do is build the upper parts of the dock, where the warehouses and the other buildings are gonna be. So the idea is, if we lead up from this staircase, this is where I want the upper part of the docks to be, at this height. And it's gonna stretch all the way from here to where those mountains are. I also want this part of the dock to be at least 16 blocks wide from the edge. So like from over here to 16 blocks inside. But to do that, we're gonna have to remove these mountains out of the way as well, which is it's a task and a half. And I did not anticipate this to begin with, but apparently now we will have to. And even though I'm very excited to move forward with this project, that, my friends, is gonna have to wait for the next episode. Also, no railing here. Huh, why is that so? Actually, this part of the thing that is facing the ocean, it's supposed to be like a tiny bit of a lip over there, like a pixel wide, but unfortunately we don't really have layers in vanilla Minecraft. Stone layers, we don't have stone layers, so there's no lip over there. Just use your imagination a little bit. But anyway, guys, that's gonna have to do it for today's episode. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you haven't already, and I shall see y'all in the next one. By the way, don't y'all think that we should get a layers update in Minecraft? I mean, caves and cliffs and everything, the swamp update, it's good and all, but layers is where the real deal is, right? We need a layers update where we can make layers out of every block, right? Especially the ground blocks, the solid blocks, stone, gravel, grass, pots blocks, sandstone, and all those good blocks, right? We need layers of what am I even saying right now? We need layers, okay? We need layers in vanilla Minecraft. We do. Desperately. Hashtag layers update in the comments, guys. Let's go. Anyway, goodbye.